So was it just me, or did the PS5 reveal, even though it wasn't really a reveal, feel more like a college lecture than any sort of real reveal for the PS5? I really want to know what Sony is thinking right now. If I'm being honest, Sony is starting to lose me as a first-year adopter for the PS5. What about you? Hey guys, it's Rob here, and welcome back to the Robo Show, where we cover the latest gaming news, leaks, and rumors from Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo in 2020 and beyond. If you want to be kept up on the latest gaming news, make sure you click that red subscribe button below this video and that notification bell so you know when I upload. In this video, we're going to talk about the PS5 spec reveal, which is probably a more accurate title, as well as talk about why this presentation from Mark Cerny was so boring for the consumers who are excited for the PS5. And then talk about why, after seeing the specs from the Xbox Series X and PS5, made me realize that the powers of these consoles don't really matter, which is weird because that's what the two companies are hyping up. So why is that? Well, you're gonna have to stick around to find out. So the PS5 presentation revealed some things about the PS5. The PS5 will ship with a 885GB SSD, it's 10.2 teraflops. The amount of things that can load into the world is much faster than the PS4 and even the PS4 Pro, and not to mention we will be able to play some of the PS4 games at launch. There was a bunch of technical talk from Mark Cerny about the PS5, but those were the main points for me. So why was this presentation boring? Where are the physical PS5 games? Hell, where's the PS5 controller? Well, it's to my understanding that this PS5 presentation was more for the game developers who are making games for the PS5. That's why you had Mark Cerny talking about the flexibility of developing for the PS5, and why I talked about going to different devs and asking what they wanted out of the PS5. I don't really think this was meant for consumers. Right now, the virus has affected a lot of us, especially game devs who are probably quarantined right now. So to be able to watch this from home instead of GDC, the Game Developers Conference, which was cancelled, is probably a very good thing for those who are quarantined. I do think it was a mistake on Sony's part for dressing this up as a reveal though. They put an announcement on Twitter and worded it in a way that spoke to gamers and said, hey, PS5 reveal over here, when it should have explained to those that this is mainly for the devs of the PS5 and those who are more knowledgeable about the tech. Now, if you watched any of my PS5 videos, you know that I'm incredibly excited for the PS5. I've covered the patents, rumors, leaks, and so on. So it's weird for me to say this, but after seeing this, I am a lot less excited for the PS5. There's still some there, but not as much as before. And the reason why is Sony hasn't been upfront about the PS5 at all. We know the specs and the logo and backwards compatibility, but that's pretty much it. Meanwhile, over at Microsoft, we know what the inside of the Xbox Series X looks like. Now, I see a lot of people online saying that the Xbox Series X is more powerful than the PS5, and they're acting like there's going to be a huge difference when it comes to the games, which isn't really the case. They're going to be very close to each other. I do think the Xbox Series X is going to have maybe a higher frame rate or resolution, or in some department is going to be better than the PS5 version in some way, shape, or form, but things are also going to load faster on the PS5 because it has a better SSD. So what does this mean then? Well, it means it comes down to the games, like I've said for a very long time now. I don't know about you, but I buy consoles for the games. Right now I'm in the middle. Whichever side has most games I'm interested in is probably the one I'm going to buy first. If I wanted pretty graphics, I could just upgrade my PC with the $400 to $600 that I would spend on these consoles, which I plan to do eventually anyways, so it comes down to the games for me personally. And I think that's what a lot of people are forgetting right now, is that we buy these consoles for the games. Sure, you can put any game at the highest frame rate, at the highest resolution, you can put it at 8K, and if a game is crap, it's still gonna be crap, it's just gonna look prettier. You're essentially polishing a turd. So most likely around the cancelled E3 2020, that's when we'll see the PS5 reveal, and that's when I'll really make my choice, which most likely I'll pick the PS5 because usually they have the most RPG games, which is kind of my main genre of gaming I like. But if Xbox comes out with a lot of good RPGs on their platform, which probably isn't the case because it's Xbox, they kind of lean in the opposite direction of that, but maybe they want to capture the Japanese crowd, and they'll bring some cool RPGs. Maybe they'll bring Scalebound back because it's up to them to bring that back too. So if they get that, I'll hop right back onto the Xbox like I did 13 years ago. So what do you guys think about the PS5? Are you disappointed by the PS5 reveal, which wasn't really a reveal, it was more of a spec reveal for the devs? Did it change your mind about the PS5? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We are halfway to 1,000, by the way. Thanks for joining me on this episode of the Robotron Show, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay charged and have a good one.